and welcome, dear viewer. I am your host, Arcesis the First, and this will be a Let's Play series of Pillars of Eternity, an RPG-style game set with a high medieval fantasy as well as some steampunk elements, if I recall correctly. This game was backed on Kickstarter, as I'm sure many of you have heard, with quite a bit of money and backers, but this game was also funded, developed, and produced by Obsidian and Paradox Interactive. This game claims to be the spiritual successor of Baldur's Gate, which I absolutely love because I love RPG games, especially ones that are high medieval fantasy. So I had to get this one just to see how good it is. This is the first time I've ever played this game, so I'll be just as lost as the rest of you. But hopefully we can forge our own adventure together and things like that. This is my first ever Let's Play video, so I'm hoping I'm making good impressions so that way I can continue making these videos if I get enough feedback, comments, and stuff like that. I'll play on easy mode because it's the first time I've played this game and I'm bound to make mistakes, and I like mistakes that are easily forgiven. I'm also a little bitch. That's probably mainly it. I love the art in this game. It looks fantastic. Very good first impression from this game, I'd say. Building the Warden's Lodge in your stronghold grants access to a variety of bounties. Bounty quests are challenging combat encounters that yield valuable rewards, including unique items.
5 wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Quite an auspicious start, if I do say so myself. Female or male? Toughest choice. I think I'll be a male because I am in fact a male, and I guess I'll stick with what I know. Humans, Anuma, dwarf, elf, or lane, godlike. Godlike, that sounds really interesting. These look like elven hobbits. Their stats seem to suggest it. Elves, I think everyone knows what elves are. I think everyone knows what dwarves are too. It's good to see that they have some vanilla races, but new races too, like the Anuma and Godlike. I think I'll choose the Godlike. They seem the most interesting, and that head looks pretty damn cool. Suburbs. That looks cool. I think I'll choose Deathlike. They look the most badass to me. And that's what this is all about. Oh, I guess I can look like other races. Why not? I'll be a huge guy. Barbarian, fighter. Barbarian, sniper, fighter, paladin, ranger, wizard, enchanter, druid, monk, priest, rogue. Looks like they have the standard RPG classes, but with a few new ones like Cypher. Oh, they look like they have psychic powers. Enchanter. They look like soul mages, I guess. Paladin. I think I'll choose a paladin. They look the most interesting to me. You know, that insane zealotry really appeals to me. Plus, they look like they have really good stats. Bleakwalker, Dracosi Paladin, Gold Pack Knights, Kind Warfare, Shields of Saint Elgacia. Honest and diplomatic, that's not me. Benevolent Passionate, that doesn't sound like me. Stoic and Rational, that's better, but I think I could do better. Passionate, Clever, Cruel and Aggressive. Really starting to sound appealing. Making me sound like I'm a blackguard, which I love that class in Baldur's Gate. Absolutely. Probably one of the best classes if I do say so myself. Inner Fire. Well, I think I want to beat shit up, so I'll stick with Flames of Devotion. This looks like the most... I don't know why Perception can go only to 18, but Resolve can go all the way. Oh, because of the ratio stats, so the highest stats are in fact 18. Yeah, min-maxing for the win. Adir, Dreadfire Archipelago, Mixel Plains, Manila, Valia, Rauti, Living Lands. Living Lands, White that wins. I think I'll choose Living Lands. Colonist, Explorer, Laborer, Merchant, Drifter, Hunter, Mercenary, Scientist. I think I'll choose Mercenary. Looks the most badass to me. Colors, white. That looks good. Ooh, that looks nice. Yep, that most certainly looks like me.
Well, now I am the leader of the group. Keeping an eye out. Yes? Follow me. Let's go!
Easy now.
Yes?
Leading the way!
My eyes are peeled. I've got this.
Oh? I shall lead us. Bring them down!
That sounds great. Name RC. That looks good to me. Caravan Master finishes addressing their group. His bushy red mustache and sagging jaw was quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods towards a looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the caravan master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker. But see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
He nods in your direction. Sparfo nods and slides the worn bow over his shoulder. Odima looks over his shoulder at his assistant, a lanky, intense man in Sparfell, who carries an old sun-bleached bow. Where would I find these berries?
They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
What are those ruins?
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
He adds with a wink. Who did build the ruins?
Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
Odima shrugs. Is it dangerous out here?
Not if you hurry about your business. And not if the weather holds up.
There is concern in this tone, but he does not elaborate. What kind of weather do they get out here?
This time of year? Rain, mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a beowick. Born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never cared to.
What are these huge rocks coming up out of the ground?
They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories. It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days.
I like how everyone is standing at attention while I interrogate the caravan master. Makes me feel important.
The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
I'll go see about those berries then.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
He scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman who has spent their journey's nights sleeping on an uneven ground without a blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
The woman looks up on her own time.
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything.
Oh, Odima chuckles and shakes his head. He looks at you. He casts a sidelong glance at her.
Off with you. Aodin should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a beowick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
Odima's small grin resides beneath his mustache, and he is stern once more.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Oh, it looks like this adventure will have to continue another time, for it's been... this took way longer than I thought it would. I apologize. But I will continue this another time. Please let me know what you think. All comments are appreciated. Like, dislike, comment, and subscribe if you would, please. I'm Arsaces. Thank you for watching.